him. Kill the guy now. You have the gun. Hit him.
What? What is this?
Good day, sir.
You are watching Jackie Pan in my house.
No, it's King Kong, sir.
King Kong. You've never heard of ACTV before in your life? ACTV is very educative, informative, and there are football sport there. There is entertainment. There are a lot of things you can even attend lectures here. All you know is watch all those nonsense artists and do nonsense, or you watch nonsense on TV. Last night you almost came in bed with your fist.
It's not me, sir.
And you wake up every morning, the bed will be so rough, like you've been fighting kung fu in your dream. That's the reason why you have F's in your courses, like especially made for you.
I have it last semester.
We by pounds on you. Very stupid though. We are changing that section to ACTV right now. And oh God, the baby wants to have the first born. Stupid boy.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to the first online teaching we'll be having for biometry. Before we went on break, I hope we are keeping safe in our various locations. Before we went on break, we've talked about the theoretical aspect of this course, and then I told us that biometry is simply the application of statistics to biology. And we know that statistics is a technique that is involved in the collection of data, classification of data, summarizing of data, you interpret your data, and as well as drawing the inference from the data that you have collected. As we know, biology involves experiment. Then when you collect this experiment, how do you interpret the data for people to know what you are really saying? And that's the essence of this course. So here we'll be talking about the calculation aspect of the course. So unfortunate that this is how we're going to do the calculation. So I want us to pay maximum attention. The first calculation that we're going to look at is the measures of central tendency. And in measures of central tendency, we're talking about mean, median, and mode. The median, which is the importance, the most importance of all the central tendency, is the sum of all the items in a set being divided by the number of items in that particular set. What do I mean by that? When you collect all your samples, when you collect your data, are you getting that? Then the total number of all you collected divided by the number of items in that particular set. Then how do you go about that? There's a formula for that, whereby you just have your summation x over n. Summation x over n. So this is the total number, the total. Then this one will now be the number of the items. Don't worry, you're going to understand when we are moving on. So then in these measures of central tendency, it can be for group data and then on-group data. First, you want to look at the on-group data. What do you mean by on-group data? In such a case, we are having like, let's say we have something like this: 15, 10, 13, 12, 13, 9, 15, then you have 10, you have 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then you have 15, 10, 13, you have 12, I suppose. Then there we want to look at what do we mean by our mean. We want to calculate a mean from this set of data. In this kind of set of data, it is ungrouped, on-group data. So how do I calculate my mean from here? Then I go about it. So this should be 13. Then you add everything together. So we have 10 plus 13 plus 12 plus 13 plus 9 plus 15 plus 10 plus 14 plus 13 divided by, then you now count, like I said, the number of the item. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Then you have your 10. Now, so you now see the difference that I was talking about, that the total number of the item divided by the number of items. So you counting. So 15, I don't know, 15 is quite different from 10. So this is the, so by you adding all the total number divided by the number of the items. So in this we have 124. You can use your calculator to do that. 124. Then 124 divided by 10, in that case you'll be having 12.4. Here we've gotten our mean for ungroup data. Now for our median, how do we get median for ungroup data? We will still be making use of these sets of data. This is what we call sets of data. Median is the middle number. That's just the elementary definition. Is the middle number of a data. So when you divide all this your data, when you can have 50% above and 50% below, the number that fall exactly below or above at exactly 50%, that is our median number. But in this case, it must be arranged in order of magnitude. How do I arrange this in order of magnitude? So that means I am starting with the least. Then I'm going to end it at the most. So here we have it like this. Median will be 9, 10, 12. How many 10? We have 2 10, then 12. How many 12? Just 1. Then 13, 13, 13, 14, 15, and as well as 15. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. How do I? So now this is an even number. When it is an even number like that, you know that none of it will fall at the middle. So what you do is just pick the 2 that is in between. So now we now have 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. So this is the 2 that fall in between. So you have 13 plus 13 divided by 2. Your answer will still be 13. But the case will be different if, for example, you remove 1. So when it is an odd number, you have just 1 at the middle. So you are going to pick 13. Which is the same thing. And as another time, it might fall just between 12 and 13. So if it's between 12 and 13, you are still going to have your answer to be 12.5, which is approximately 13 for your median. Then how do I get mode in an ungroup data? The mode is the item, is the data that has the highest frequency. It has the highest frequency in the data distribution. So looking at this set of data now, the one that has the highest frequency, that is the one that occurred most, is 13. Looking at it, we just have 13 to be 1 2 3, whereas others like 15 is just 2. So in this, for our ungroup data, you have your 13. Now you should notice one thing, that for the mean, median, and the mode, you see that the answers, they are very, very close to each other. So the difference, so when you are doing your calculation, so that's what you should take cognizance. So those 3, it is telling us that those data, they are not widely separated. So they are still within the range. So you have your 12.4, 13, and then for your mode you have your 13, which are very close to each other. So that's for group data. But the story will be different when we move to group data. Then before I leave that, we have other types of mean. we have this one that I've just done is the arithmetic mean. We have the geometric mean, we have the harmonic mean, and we have the assumed mean. But for the purpose of this class, let's just limit ourselves to the arithmetic mean alone. So most times they can use an assumed mean, whereby you just pick a particular mean. You can just pick like 12. You can just pick like, let me assume that my mean will be 12. Then you will use that in calculating the main mean. So, but here, this is just the arithmetic mean that I've calculated. Then we still have assumed mean, harmonic mean, and the rest. Now, if we are to look at an ungrouped data, how are we going to solve that? For the distribution of an group data. Still for mean, median, and mode. Now, grouped data. What do we mean by group? That is a well-arranged data. We group them because they are too much to just be listing one after the other. Now let's look at this. These are the parameters that is needed for calculation in your group data. Then fx, then you have your midpoints. The class interval will be given, which are your observations. So a number between 10 and 19, then 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59, then 60 to 69. Then you will be given a frequency also, that is the number of times that we have a data between 10 and 9. So between 10 and 19. So between 10 and 19, we have the data to just be 3. For 20 to 29, we have for 11, 18, then 19, 7, then we have 2. That's the only thing that you will be given when you want to calculate for your mean, median, and mode. Now, how do we go about it? For your cumulative frequency, how do you get your cumulative frequency? You have your 3 to still be 3 like this. Then it will now be 3 plus 11. In that case, you have your you have 14. Then 14 plus 18, you have your 32. Then 32 plus 19, you have 51. Then 51 plus 7, you have 58. 58 plus 2, you have 60. You have done your cumulative frequency. How do I get my class boundary? For my class boundary, I subtract 0.5 from here, and I add 0.5 to the upper. So this is the lower class limit, and this is the upper class limit. From my lower class limit, I subtract 0.5. Subtracting 0.5 from 10, you have 9.5. Then you add it to the upper class limit, 19.5. Then you continue like that, 19.5 to 29.5, 29.5 to 39.5, 39.5 to 49.5, 49.5 to 59.5, then 59.5 to 69.5. I have gotten my class boundary. Then for the fx, before you can calculate your fx, you must get your midpoint first. You have to get your midpoint. The midpoint that you have here is, how am I going to get my midpoint for here? Now, just to make things easy, you can do it like this. 10 plus 19 divided by 2. In this case, you have 29 divided by 2. What do I have in 29 divided by 2? You'll be having 14.5, if I'm right. Yes, 14.5. And it's so easy. You can just do it like this. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 14 plus 15 divided by 2. So you have it as 14.5. I hope you get that. So the same thing. So 24.5, 34.5, 44.5, 54.5, and then 64.5. That's your midpoint. It is your midpoint you now use in calculating the fx. So now your midpoint is your x and your frequency is your f. So f times x. So now it will now be 14.5 times 3. In 14.5 times 3, you have your 43.5. So let's do it like this so that we can understand very well. So you just 14.5 times 3. Then you have it as 43.5. So that's how I got my fx. So same thing for the rest. 24.5 times 11. You have it as 269.5, 621.0, 845.5, 845.5, then 381.5, 129.5. I hope we are getting it, so that to avoid mix-up, it's better you rule your table. You can rule your table like this. You can see that it can cause a mix-up. Sorry. Let me see. So now I said for here we have 44.5, 54.5, then 64.5. 44.5 times 19. That's when you have your 845.5, then 381.5, 129.5. The total of your fx is important. That's 2,290.0. Then for your frequency, it is on 60. Now let's move to the main calculation. How do I solve for my mean in group data? So the formula for mean in a group data is summation fx over summation f. And that is why it is important to calculate your fx that we have done here. Then the total sum of your frequency here is also important. So for my fx here, I have for 2,290 divided by what is the summation of my frequency is just 60. So 60. So here I have it as 38.2. You can use your calculator to verify that. Then how do I solve for my median? Please let's pay attention to this one. So the formula for median is L plus 1 over 2 of n minus summation f b into bracket I, then all over f I. All of them, they have their own importance. What is our L? L is the lower class limits. Lower class limits of the class of the modal class. Lower class limit of the modal class, then your n, the total number of the item, which is equal to 60. Now, the lower class limit of the modal class, this is how you can get your modal class. Look at it, the frequency is 60. Now, in coming to your cumulative frequency, where you have exactly half of your frequency. The half of my frequency is 30, right? Now, where I have gotten my 30, that would be my modal class. I don't know if you are getting it now. I said our frequency is 60. Then when you now want to have the exact half of 60, which is 30, then the first place you are going to get the half is here. So that makes this particular class my modal class. So now going to the lower class limit of the modal class, I am picking 29.5. So that's how I got my 29.5 for the lower class limit. So as we know, the total number of the item, which is the frequency, is 60. Then this is summation of frequency below the modal class. This is very, very important. Summation LB, that is the cumulative frequency below the modal class. Now, this is arranged in an ascending order. Are you getting it now? So, in getting my cumulative frequency below the modal class is going to be 14 below. So if 51 will be above, because this class is higher than this class. So it is the class below. So the class below is this one that we are talking about, which is 14. I have my 14. Then the Fi, it is the frequency of the modal class, which is 18. Frequency of modal class. Go to 18. Then, how do I sort for high? High is my class interval. Class interval. The class interval is 10, as I have listed the other time. 10. I be count between 10 and 19. So the number of items you are going to see between 10 and 19, that's what we mean by class interval. So now, solving for my median, you just need to place all these value here. Now, as we have it, N 29.5 plus half of 60 minus, what is my summation? LB high, which is 14. Then into bracket 10 divided by 18. Then 29.5 into 30 minus 14, then 18. 29.5 into, here we are going to have a 16, 10, 18, 29.5, 160. 160 divided by 18. In all together, we are having 38.4. Please, you can verify when you are doing your own calculation. Now, let me quickly now rush to the mode. How do I get my mode in a group data? Mode here. Also, the same principle applied. You have your L to be lower class. Are you getting it? Lower class limit. The lower class limit, that's your L. Then for your DI, that is the difference. You have your difference between the modal class. Difference between the modal class and the frequency of the class before. This is our modal class, and this is the class before the modal class. So you have 18 minus 11, you have 7. Then for your D2, you have difference between the modal and the frequency of the class after the modal. In this case, you have 18 minus 19, still the same thing. There you have your 1. So you substituting these. So likewise, our class interval is still 10. I is equal to 10. So here we have mode. Mode is equal to 29.5 as we've gotten the other time. Then what is our D1? D1 is okay, this is D2, sorry, this is D2, then this is D1. So you have your 1 divided by D2, 7 plus 1 to bracket 10. Then 29.5 divided by 1 over 8 bracket 10. 29.5 then divided by 8 is still plus. In such case, you are still having something like 30.75. So that's how you can get a mode for a group of data. That's how you can get a group mean for mode. So here we've established how you can get mean, median, and mode for group data, and mean, median, mode of ungroup data. Those three, they are the measures of central tendency. Let me quickly give us something to work with so that you can see whether we understand. So we can practice this. The mark So this is what we can lay our hands on and try. So the mark student, so if automatically it is telling us that this will be a group data, so you have to group this data using a class interval of 3. After you prepare the frequency table, then you can use it to find your mean, you can use it to find your mode, and as well as the median for the distribution. Next class, we are going to meet. Please stay safe. Thank you.
Finish him. Kill the guy now. Round the corner. Hit him. What's wrong with you?
What? What is this?
Good day, sir.
You are watching Jackie Pan in my house.
No, it's King Kong, sir.
Eh? King Kong. You've never heard of ACTV before in your life? ACTV is very educative, informative, and there are football sport there. There is entertainment. There are a lot of things you can even attend lectures here. All you know is watch all those nonsense artists and do nonsense, or you watch nonsense on TV. Last night you almost came in bed with your fist.
It's not me, sir.
And you wake up every morning, the bed will be so rough, like you'll be fighting kung fu in your dream. That's the reason why you have F's in your courses, like they are specially made for you.
I have you last semester.
We £5 on you. Very stupid though. Yeah, change that section to ACTV right now. And oh God, the baby wants to have the first born. Stupid boy.